to a packed Mountbatten Centre here in the historical naval city of Portsmouth for tonight's Commonwealth Championship Boxing, proudly presented by Barry Hearn for and on behalf of Ringside Boxing Promotions. Sponsored here by Matchroom Sport, all the officials have been appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an international light middleweight contest. Firstly, and introducing to you our visitor, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the blue trunks trimmed with silver, weighing in at 11 stone and a half a pound, bringing a 59 fight record, 36 wins, 17 inside the scheduled distance, 21 losses and 2 draws. He's from the Ukraine. Please welcome Viktor Vatsechko. And ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red trunks trimmed with white, weighing in at 11 stone, 1 pound, 2 ounces. Bringing a 14 fight record, 13 wins, 11 inside the scheduled distance, and only 1 loss. Coming to the ring as the Commonwealth light middleweight champion from Stockwell, South London, Richard the Secret Williams. Timekeeper at the bell from Harrow is Mr. Peter McCann, and referee in charge of the action from Gillingham, Kent, is Mr. Ian John Lewis. This is 6 3-minute rounds.
I'm the referee. Obey my command at all times. You both know the rules. Watch your heads and kick them punches up. When I shout break, you break clean. And remember to defend yourself at all times. Shake hands.
So another chance here to see one of the classiest light middleweights in the country, Richard Williams. But they do need to get a move on with him because he's 30 years of age now. This fellow, though, is pretty durable. Viktor Vatsechko of the Ukraine, who's only been stopped once in his last 22 fights. It's the 5th time in a row that he's fought in Britain. And if you want to know how good he is at taking a punch, well, he went 8 hard rounds with the British champion, Wayne Alexander, who's one of the best punchers in the business. So Williams would do well to stop him, Glenn.
Yes, he would, but it'd be a good opportunity if Williams can stop him, just to put a little message out to the rest of them in this division.
Williams warming up, as you've heard, for a big fight with the Australian Shannon Taylor, who fought quite recently for the world title and went 5 rounds with the brilliant Sugar Shane Mosley. Was well beaten there. It would be a very interesting test with Williams. December the 1st is the scheduled date. Williams has to make sure nothing goes wrong tonight. He's in the red trunks, in case you haven't seen him before, from Stockwell in South London, where he delivers meals on wheels to the elderly folk in that area. Six rounds, a pretty short distance for him, Claire.
Yes, it is. He really, he needs to start quick. He is, quite good early on, Williams, but he needs to, have a quick look at this guy and then get about his work and really start landing his combinations.
Williams, who's had everybody talking about him in the business over the last few months after a sensational performance against Tony Badea to win the Commonwealth title. After that, he was affected by a severe bout of illness, which made him look a bit laboured when he came back to the ring against St. Osman. Better last time out in defence of his title against Andrew Murray inside 3 rounds. Murray looked a bit fragile, if I'm honest with you, though.
Williams just starting to pick up his work rate as the round goes on. Vatsechko is the type of fighter Williams can't really allow to get into this fight. He could start messing him about a bit.
It's important for Williams to keep on making the same good impression. He's got a nice rhythm about him when he's at his best. Nice doubling up of the jab there. He's wrapped in a couple of right hands as well that I sense just troubled Beshchetko a little in this opening round. But the Ukrainian is going to be nothing if not willing here.
Do you, Susan, take Nick to be a forever loving husband?
No.
Do you, Nick, take Susan to be your forever loving wife?
No.
I now pronounce you live-in lovers.
And here's another convention-defying moment, the Kahoot Flexible Loan. Whether you borrow £1,000 or £15,000, our typical rate is still 8% APR. Kahoot, the interactive bank.
Welcome back to the Mountbatten Centre in Portsmouth's Alexandra Park, where they also have top-class athletics and where I used to play for my school football team as a boy of 8 many years ago, Francis Avenue.
We wondered how quick it was going to come in.
I thought I'd just drop that in case nobody understood Paul Dempsey's cue over to me tonight.
Ian is from Portsmouth.
Glad we've got that out the way. Here's the second round here. Richard Williams, red trunks, non-title fight for him tonight, just the 6 rounds against this durable Ukrainian Viktor Pesechko, who's in his 60th contest tonight. He's won 36 so far. Went the distance as well with Delroy Leslie and Neil Sinclair on trips to Britain. But Howard Eastman up at middleweight beat him in 4 rounds, stopped him, but that was the weight above, which could explain it. Now Pesechko looking competitive enough. He's the kind of fighter, I think, for whom the phone will always ring, because he comes in and gives a pretty decent effort, even though he's lost his last 4 now.
What Williams needs to go through his work. Can't afford to be relaxed. You know, Pesechko, pretty cagey fighter. But Williams normally, you know, around about the second round starts to go through the gears a bit, and I think that's what we've got to look for in this fight.
Just a bit short with the jab in this round so far, Williams. He's been missing a lot with that, not ramming it home at all. Always dangerous kind of assignments, these, for fighters on their way into a big one and just hoping nothing goes wrong for them along the road. That's better with the jab by Williams. Just finding it hard to get through with his shots because Pesechko is covering up quite well.
Yes,
He's stopped quite a lot early in his career, Glenn, but not lately. In other words, I think he's learned how to survive much better.
Yeah, I think he has, Ian, but he's just starting to pick up with the jab himself, Pesechko, and you know, that could be problems for Williams. He needs to, you know, to get his rhythm going, and that jab could just upset Williams' rhythm.
Good little left hook there from Pesechko. The buzzing boxing scene in the Ukraine at the moment, plenty of interest because of the Klitschko brothers, of course, the heavyweights who are at the, or near the top anyway, of world heavyweight boxing now.
A decent body punch going in there from Williams, just seemed to make Pesechko wince a bit.
And another one just before the bell.
Julia Clayton.
A high-interest savings.
Designed to help people save money. BT Cellnet's best plan advice. Designed to save Julia money by checking she's on our best tariff and telling her if she...
How could you?
Well, that worked out all right then, didn't it?
Oh, yes.
Your favourite toppings loaded on a unique crispy base makes new Pizza Pleasure taste deliciously different. Nothing should spoil the pleasure of Heinz Pizza Pleasure.